more than 820 million people are suffering from hunger. And at the same time, obesity is on the rise all over the world. I didn't make this up. So this is the report from the United Nations. Did you like the treat, or not everyone got the treat yet? Yeah, waiting. So for some of you who already got the treat, you probably, and then you enjoyed it, you're probably gonna love to hear this. So this treat was made from scratch, was made with locally sourced ingredients, 100% plant-based and organic. So this concept of eating is what I'm trying to teach our students. Food is something that you have to deal with every single day. And if you are lucky, 3 times a day. However, whatever we eat now has to be produced, distributed, transported from one place to another. It could be 500 meters away. It could be 2 kilometers away, or 10, or 100, or it could be from one side to the other side of the world. And all this process is being controlled by these big corporations. Yes, these 10 mega corporations. You can find this image on Google easily. And when you go to a supermarket, I can guarantee you that most products you see come from these companies. Why is it a problem? Well, most of this food is highly processed. And these companies, their motivation is to sell more products. They do not care about your health. Studies shows that there is a link between highly processed food and non-communicable diseases, like dementia, cancer, cardiovascular disease, or diabetes, all of which account for 2/3 of global death. Isn't that scary? Another thing about this processed food, we got to think about the impact to the environment. So most of this processed food are packaged in plastics or styrofoam or maybe aluminum cans, boxes, glasses. Along with the good benefits of this packaging, the negative impact is inevitable. Have you seen this? I've seen this in real life. I've seen this in seminars. Single, individual banana wrapped in plastic. I don't get it. This is ridiculous. This is what I called idiocracy. This is what caused 2/3 of the packaging from all of other packaging comes from our food and drinks. Well, we recycle. Okay, but does it really work? Does it help? Maybe. The fact is, in reality, that not everything can be recycled. And some items might take more energy to recycle instead of making new ones. And the way we eat also impact our community. I really love this quote. Think about it. When you buy these types of products, products at a grocery store or in a chain restaurant, you are supporting a CEO buying a new boat or a new jet, or a third or a fourth vacation home. But when you buy these products at a local farmer's market, you're actually helping a little girl to get a dance lesson, or maybe a little boy to get new shoes, or maybe a family who simply just put food on the table, or maybe a student to be able to go to school. So really, think about it before you buy your food. It is important to educate our students, to educate our children to eat real food. What I mean by real food here, whole food, come from nature, organically grown and minimally processed. Because I believe that food is medicine. Let me repeat that again. Food is medicine. Raise your hands if you here love eating. Wow, someone with 2 hands. Keep your hands up if you love cooking. Oh wow, more than what I expected. This is good, well done, Green School. So, for those who likes eating but do not like cooking, I don't understand. So you like eating, but you do not like cooking. So you like eating, you depend on someone else to make you food. To me, it sounds like I want to be happy. I want to be happy, but I depend on someone else to make you happy. I would like to share Michael Pollan's talk. In one of his videos, he mentioned that the rates of home cooking has fallen half since the mid-60s. And the rates of obesity have gone up. Well, this makes a lot of sense, knowing how our food system works. And I would love to share his message. He said, eat anything you want, just cook it yourself. What I mean by cooking here is not boiling water and put instant noodle in it. So that's not cooking. Or boiling water, put some pasta and store-bought tomato sauce in it. I'm sorry, that's not cooking. That's just piling things together. So food education is really important. Food education is as important as sex education. It is as important as learning to read or to count. With food education, students are aware what they put into their body and the impact of their action to the environment, also to the society. Like any other educations, not only teachers play important roles here. Parents, family, people around them, you will have to take part. There's always pressures to fit more into school curriculums. But when we think creatively and in an integrated way, food education should not stand alone. So let's say teaching math with fraction as a theme. Young students can learn about how to make pizza and learn fraction. But at the same time, they can also learn about making healthy and sustainable pizza by making their own dough or making their own tomato sauce from fresh produce instead of using the store-bought tomato sauce that most likely has preservatives or unknown ingredient. How about literacy? Well, they can write a narrative about how they feel or how their body how their body reacts after eating healthy food compared to after eating junk food. Or they can write a poem or a descriptive writing about a food forest or about insects that actually help us produce food in our garden, or about how mushroom grows. Actually, let's take that idea a little further. So let's set up an experiment on growing mushroom, and then learn about how mushroom gives umami flavor. And then explore about fermentation and how fermented food gives good bacteria for our digestive system. And then you get the students to make mushroom-topped pizza with salad and fermented food on the side. And they can write reports on all of those findings. This is math, literacy, science, food education, all combined together as in a beautiful feast of learning. And this is a sustainable education. Food education also teaches values. Students learn how to be responsible on their own health and well-being by eating healthy food that they cook themselves. They know what they put into their body. They learn responsibility. They also learn about empathy. It's not always about their own ego eating whatever good for them, but it also has to be good for the environment. And community. They learn how to respect local communities by supporting local farmers or local businesses. And this is all sustainable. To table in 2014. And at the beginning, I just taught the kids, in the cooking classes, I just had like, okay, let's cook this recipe and let's make something that you like. And then one day it got me to thinking, what am I doing? What am I actually teaching here? They can just find a recipe and cook at home. They don't need to come to grade school for that. They don't need to pay tons of money for that. So it got to be something. So I think it's got to be something healthy and sustainable. So I decided to start learning more about it. I took the opportunities to learn about permaculture. And thank you so much, Green Schools, for the opportunity. It's life-changing. It helps me so much personally and also professionally. I spent a lot of holidays interning at the New Earth Cooking School. And over time, I've learned so much. And I have developed the Seeds to Table program into a holistic learning program at the Green School. So the Seeds to Table program, in the Seeds to Table, the students can learn about growing food from seeds, gardening, cooking, harvesting, eating as a community, and also composting. So nowadays, when I run the cooking classes, I only teach them very basic cooking skills, like how to hold a knife, or maybe chopping onions, or maybe making coconut milks. So fresh coconut milk, so that they don't need to buy from a supermarket, the one with can or boxes or something like that. Or maybe making peanut butter or sauces so that they can just put in their recipes. Students also learn, students have to organize their own ingredients. They have to bring in their own ingredients. That way, they're learning organizational skills and responsibility. So if they're not responsible, they don't bring the ingredients, they won't be able to cook. but they got to be creative. And I give them the opportunity to cook anything they want. Cook whatever you want to eat. You're the one who's going to eat this. But there's conditions. It has to be healthy and sustainable. What I mean by sustainable here is local, seasonal, and zero waste. And one day, I have a class, and we did this mystery box MasterChef challenge. And the star ingredient at that time is jackfruit and breadfruit, which came from our garden. And I added red beans as a source of protein. And the result was amazing. They incredibly made amazing things. This is some of that they made. It actually gives me goosebumps. And this. And trust me, they tasted really good. I've got some witnesses at that time, so if you don't trust me. So starting this year, I managed the Green School Kitchen and the Green Warung Outlet. Here, I see the kitchen as a place to learn. It's a place for the whole community to learn about food. It's a place where students connect more with the food they eat, knowing where they come from, and knowing that it's healthy and sustainable. So, and I also have shared this Seeds to Table program with the local schools. So last year, I invited 10 teachers from 8 local schools, and also 2 teachers from the Green School. So they did a workshop for 4 days training to be able to run the Seeds to Table program in their school. And the result is also amazing. So one of the teachers from the Green School is now running the Seeds to Table program, Seeds to Table class in high school. And the teachers from the local schools, oh, sorry, this is something else. The teachers from the local schools have been sharing this. This is what they've been doing in their school. So Seeds to Table program, food education, is not only at the Green School. They basically learned this is what they planted, and now they cook, and they enjoy it together as a community. And they also make compost. Actually, I forgot to mention something that was actually really exciting. Now I got to go up. So another thing that the students learn in this class is business. So yes, middle school this semester had a pop-up warung in a combi van. And they had so much fun. So here they also learned about being a responsible business person. Whatever they sell, it has to be healthy, yummy, and sustainable. Oh, yeah. So, I gotta go back. These kids, they learned how to grow food. They learned how to cook their harvest and eat as a community. This is food education, where they learn life skills in order to thrive in harmony with nature and society, where they learn how to grow love, the love for themselves and the love for Mother Earth. Thank you very much.